bringing you the latest news from Monterey Athletics. This is the Plainsman Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back in on this Monday night, December 1st, which seems a little weird to be talking about baseball. I kind of explained it. A couple of basketball coaches had some last-minute changes for the Caprock Classic. So my go-to, and Ralph Ramon just mentioned this, when you need somebody to pick you up, you call a baseball coach, and that's always my go-to. I got Ralph Ramon. I got Mark Giannis. I thought Brad Bibb was going to have, and I say that, I may have to hit up Bibb for Wednesday. We haven't gotten that far yet. And then there's Victor. I just got to get Victor. Victor goes to Broncos games all the time, and I can't talk to that guy when he's talked because the Broncos are really good, and he knows who I'm a fan of. So
Absolutely.
I steer clear of that a little bit. So I'll let him have his moment in the sun with that. But if you're watching on TV, Ralph Ramon, the fourth year?
Going into my fourth.
Going into year 4 as the Monterey head coach. You were an assistant for how many years?
12? No. That's not right. 8?
Okay, I thought it was 8.
Yeah.
But by the way, Mark Giannis has said he's going into his 24th year at Estacado. How do you guys – now you got a little gray in the goatee there.
100%.
I think that was there when I met you. So, but Giannis looks like he's about 21.
I know his youth has definitely hung on.
Yep.
I don't know if he works out or runs. I don't know but I need whatever he's doing. So
he's got 3 little boys at home. Between him and the Estacado football coach, they can dang near field a football team.
Well, that explains the no hair then.
Because you've got one.
I've got one, yes, sir.
Boy or girl?
It's a girl. My little girl, Merritt, she's 8 years old.
That's where the gray comes from.
Maybe so.
Yep, trust me, when this grows out, because I've got 2 daughters. You guys don't give your dad any gray hair, do you? No. Ralph brought a couple of his guys. I'm going to let him introduce them real quick. These are OGs here. These are guys who've been around with you from day one.
They have. I don't like to give them positions because they can do it all.
Exactly.
They're both utility players. Right here in the middle is Joaquin Maldonado, big time catcher for us. He can, like I said, he can do it all for us. And then next to me is another senior, Aaron Lopez, plays the outfield. Again, can do it all. He can pitch. Haven't stuck him behind the plate yet, but I bet he can.
You got Joaquin back there most of the time, so he's hogging all the innings.
Yeah, I don't want them mad at each other because senior leadership's big for us. So, but these 2 guys have been a staple in our program for a while, and very excited about their opportunity this year.
Well, grab that mic, guys, because I'll tear this bandage off real quick. 6-22 last year.
Yeah.
It was a very un-Monterey-like season. And I think I told you it's kind of odd. There's a common theme here because Andrew Roy went through something like this with Coronado football this season. He's got a strong connection to Snyder from being there. I told him this. I've done this for 35 years. Those seasons happen every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because you guys were not a 6-win team. You guys were in games. You competed hard. It just got away from you at times. But Joaquin, both of you guys have been on teams that did a lot better things. Let's put it that way. But what's that rough season last year done to kind of motivate you guys this last summer and this fall?
Well, I mean, it kind of it really just set a new expectation, a new goal. Just do what we can and put in all the hard work. I mean, it's really just about just kind of fleshing and getting to that next point, next goal. Because I mean, it's in the past, can't really change it now. So I mean, just trying to work hard and make this season the best we can.
And what about you, Aaron? Because you don't want to cleanse your palate that way, but it's a chance to kind of clear your head, reset, and just understand that it can be a lot better.
Just flush the past and just keep on moving forward. Just showing up, doing the little things right, like Ramon says, DTRT, and just doing every little thing, showing up and doing the right thing.
There's one thing about I've been back now for, I guess it's my 7th football season, so it'll be 8 years in the spring. You go by 50th Street at any time of year, Ralph, and there's dudes out there doing baseball stuff. And you don't have to poke and prod to get your guys to work on their craft.
We do not, and especially with this group. I mean, they're always trying to find time to get extra work in. I can't tell you how many times Coach can, since from the summer or even when the season ended, Coach, can we get in Magel so we can go hit, just get some extra reps? And they've been doing that since we finished up until now. So, I got a little bit more time on my hands with the other sport. I'm also a football coach that we just finished, so I got a little bit more time on my hands. So those nights will happen more often, and it's going to be packed. And that's just what they want to do. They want to get better, and that's what I love about this group, because they work very, very hard, and it's starting to show. Started off season a little shaky, but it's starting to come together, and I'm excited where we're headed.
You said you're just a football coach. You're a good football coach.
Appreciate it.
I've heard stuff behind the scenes. That's one thing about the baseball coaches here is I think all of them are involved in football, and you all make a big impact in that sport too. And I think that's cool that you get to see some of your guys then. So we'll come back for one more segment in the Plainsman Fan Zone. We'll talk more Monterey baseball. Come back and join us on 100.7 Score.
Diving headfirst into Monterey athletics. You're listening to the Plainsman Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Welcome back into the Plainsman Fan Zone. I'm Randy Rosetta. This is 100.7 The Score. We're going to pull one more bandage off real quick. Missed the playoffs last year for the first time since 2018.
Yeah.
Which, Ralph, you heard your two guys talk about it. That's not what you want to do. But I remember talking to one of the basketball coaches here recently about you have to turn that into something positive. You have to make the hurt pay off a little bit. Have you seen that from your guys? Because Monterey, you expect to be in the playoffs.
100%. Every day, man. We don't try to mention, like these guys have said, just put it in the past. We don't try to mention it too much. I'll blurt it out every now and then when things aren't going as we expect during practice. But we try to stay away from that record. But at the same time, to make it a little bit more positive, very humbling experience,
no
especially as a coach. First 2 years of me being the head coach at this historic program, 3 rounds deep, 2 years in a row, and I'm like, man, this is awesome. This is easy. And nobody prepares you for what happened last year. And it was a humbling experience for me. And I just, I put that record in front of my desk and it just says, Ramon, fix it. And these guys have answered that call, and we have been working. We're in the weight room four times a week, and we don't miss a day of baseball unless something happens. But these guys are putting in the hours, and it's going to pay off. We just keep grinding.
For both you guys, because you've both been around since you were freshmen, and there's a lot of young guys that came up last year, a lot more that are coming this year. That blend, to me, is something that can help breathe new life into things, too. As guys who have been around, how excited are you to see those young guys come in and push you, but also to have you guys pull them with you?
I mean, it's really great. I mean, it's always fun to see how they progress, and I mean, they're just kind of following us, and we're trying to create the path for them, and that, like, the way they carry it and the way they just keep working hard, and you don't really have to tell them nothing. I mean, it's a great group, honestly. I mean, from the past years, I mean, it's been way different, but it's a good mix for sure. Like, it's great. Like, it's positive. I mean, you just don't have to tell them anything. I mean, they already know what's up, and it's a good environment.
What about you, Aaron?
Like Joaquin said, like, just they're younger. We're watching them grow up, and really talented young group that we could pave the way for them. And they listen. They do really good.
So, Ralph, one thing, baseball is a great equalizer. They don't have to be huge, big, strong guys. Now, it doesn't hurt.
Right.
But if they're baseball guys, if they know how to play baseball, it doesn't matter if you're 14 or 15 or 17 or 18, you're going to get a shot to do something.
That's right. And it's kind of the theme of our off season's all been about, if you're going to be a guy that produces and makes plays all the time consistently, you're going to be in the lineup. So we've preached that all fall, and these guys understand that, and that's a testament to how they're working, because everybody's pushing each other and holding each other accountable. And again, just very excited to see what happens. And we're going to be deep. We're probably too deep at every spot. And if one guy's not getting it done, we won't miss a beat putting someone else in. So excited about where we're at. It's going to be some hard choices, but as a baseball coach, you kind of want some of those hard choices.
Well, and I'm going to ask the players that too, Joaquin, knowing that you got to fight for your job a little bit. You're a guy who's, I know, been around since You were on the team that played Abilene Wiley in the third round a few years ago. I remember you came up big in one of the 3 games. I can't remember which one, but knowing that there's those young guys that they want to take your jobs, how motivating is that for you?
I mean, it's real motivating because, I mean, I know when I was in that spot, trying to take someone else's spot whenever, I was freshman, sophomore. I mean, just it's really like humbling also. I mean, I know I can really I can get it taken just like anyone else could. I mean, I could take someone's spot, someone could take mine. I mean, it's really just it's motivating just to make sure I'm on point and just working hard every day, making sure that I'm not slacking off. Just can't get my spot taken, so.
Because Aaron, with baseball, Coach knows this. I was actually a baseball guy myself back in the day. You can't push a button and be better at one thing. You just have to work hard at. Is that what he just said? Does that make you work harder in the off season, knowing these young guys, they don't know any better. They'll come and take my spot in a heartbeat.
Yeah, seeing these young talented players, it makes you want to work harder in the off season and in the weight room, because you can't just let loose and like slow down. You got to keep on pushing, or else your spot will get taken real fast.
And Ralph, one thing about your district is it ain't going nowhere. No. It's not getting – because Coronado's got a lot of guys coming back that had a lot of success in the postseason. Victor had Lubbock High right there. Mm-hmm. The teams in Amarillo were doing their thing, and then Coach at Plainview has a good group of athletes, maybe as good a group of athletes as they've had in a long time. So you got to come back strong. If you want to make that last season an outlier, you guys have to come back strong.
Absolutely, and our district is no slouch. Especially with us wearing in the Columbia blue and red. Everybody. Yep. We all have that target on our back, and they all want to beat Monterey. And for some reason, every tournament we go to, we always get everybody's number one. That's what it feels like, and that's what we expect, and that's what we want. And just going back to that younger group, it just creates a competitive environment, just like our district, and that just makes you better. It makes you want to play better, and it makes these older guys want to compete better. And then, these young guys are still puppies and still young and learning, growing mentally. They're like, oh, well, he's older, he's supposed to beat me out, but at the same time, they want to play too. And again, that just goes back to making a very competitive environment. And just looking forward to what we roll out there on January 16th and get to work.
You kind of touched on this. The kids grow up in Lubbock, and it's that blue and red still gets their attention.
Yes,
and I don't know how many guys you have whose dads played there or big brothers. Your big brother played at Estacado, right? Yes. That's what I can remember. Your brother was a dude back then, so he probably still is. But that still means something to them, and I think that's part of why when you drive by, there's always activity out there. Those young guys understand it's going to take work to get where I want to get.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we're blessed with the talent these two bring to our program, and with what's coming. And I just couldn't be a more blessed coach to lead this program.
What's Coach Metter doing these days? I know he's helping out at Trinity. Yeah. Does he still swing by? Do you have to tell him to go home still?
I talk to that man 3-4 times a week, and he's still someone that I like to talk to and pick his brain, just because obviously he's done it longer than I have, and I'm not afraid to ask anybody for help as long as it's going to benefit our kids. I'm all for it. So I talk to him several times, all the time.
January 16th, these guys get to work. We'll get them back in here pretty quick once that gets going. Thanks for coming in, guys. We'll be back after the break in the Panther Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.